Welcome everybody. This is Double T Man. I'm going to be doing NFL trade reviews. I'm going to be judging both the Davonte Adams and Tyreek Hill trades. Tyreek Hill trade just went down a couple of hours ago. I thought it was worthy of talking about. First of all, what does Green Bay get? They get the Raiders' first pick, number 22, first round pick, and they get their second round pick, number 53. The Raiders get Davonte Adams. Davonte Adams is 29 years old. He was born in December of '92, so he just turned 29. But he will be turning 30 during the next year. Here's our salary cap numbers, which are important because Green Bay had him under the franchise tag. Davonte Adams said he wasn't going to play under the franchise tag. So basically, it left, assuming that's even correct, and even if it's not correct, you really want to hold a guy hostage. Green Bay really essentially had two choices. They could either trade him for these two picks, or they could pay him this amount of money. Because this is the amount of money that the Raiders paid him. Reasonable, would have been similar. Those are the two options they had. Well, the good is they save money, and they get draft capital to offset Rodgers' high cap hit in years 2 and beyond. Rodgers signed, a similar deal to what Davonte Adams just did with the Raiders. Low cap hit the first year, but really escalates in the second year. Well, Green Bay, if they were, they're keeping Rodgers, they already decided that. So if they kept Adams, they wouldn't be able to keep him the second year. It would have just cost prohibitive. Would have been hard. Would have been really hard. And they get rid of a major distraction because prior to signing a contract, it would have been an issue. Not signing him to a contract definitely would have been an issue. So who could they get if they used those picks they got for a receiver? Well, they can get Treylon Burks and Jahan Dotson, going by Mel Kiper's most recent mock draft. These two receivers would still be available at pick 22. And I want to focus on 22. I did pick 53. I got George Pickens, Jalen Tolbert, and Justin Ross there. They may or may not be there. I don't think George Pickens is going to be there. All three of them have a certain amount of potential, but they're not like top picks. That's why they're picked number 53. I want to focus on the Treylon Burks and Jahan Dotson. I think those are excellent receivers with an excellent chance of being fantastic. Even if they don't take one there, they could always take one with a later pick. Different group of receivers come into play at that point, but there is potential at the wide receiver position. Real potential this year throughout the draft. What do they lose? Well, they lose a high quality receiver in 2022. This year. They're just going to. There's no receiver they're going to take in the draft this year that will play as good as Davonte Adams will this year. 2023, maybe. Because rookie receivers, they take a year, they come out maybe in their second year, maybe Davonte Adams steps a little bit back because of his age. Who knows? The 22 season, Green Bay will definitely lose in the receiver position. Aaron Rodgers, hey, he might not even be with the team in 2023. The way his salary cap is and the way he's been flirting with retirement, who knows? Again, they save money. They get draft capital. They get draft capital to help save money in the future, which they need to, and they get rid of a distraction. All in all, I'm going to say this is a good trade, mainly because they got good value, and the risk of trading him, not trading him, is astronomical. It could really blow up the team even before the season begins. There's the potential of being a great move if Jameson Williams, who's my number one receiver, were to fall to them, or maybe somebody else, and they were to really take off in the 2022 season. It could really make it this a potentially great move. I understand Jameson Williams, he's going to be out the first half of the season, but if he were to come on, and he has the potential of doing this, coming in the second half and just lighting the world on fire, if he does, this could be a great move for Green Bay. Now let's look at it from the Raiders' perspective. Again, these are rounds. Davonte is 29 years old. Here's the salary cap stuff. Raiders receivers, here's they are now. They got Adams, top of the line. Hunter Renfrew, under 100 catches last year, 10 touchdowns, pretty good. Myron Edwards, third round pick last year. Didn't do that much, but you know what? It's got potential, third round. Let's see what he does this year. So it's a decent group. The other guys are just kind of throwing guys, as far as I can tell. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody's going to yell at me for saying I'm wrong, but I don't think any of the other ones are like worthy of talking about. They could probably still use help at wide receiver, but now they spent their first and second round pick. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but I'm not going to complain. As far as picks versus receiver, they got a definite good one versus two potentials, so they're going to win the receiver battle for this year. Again, it's years 2 and beyond where they're really hurting. 29-year-old quarterback. He's 29 here. That's good. He's 30 here. And maybe, I don't know, he's starting to dip a little bit and the salary's going up. It's here. Oh, I don't know. The Raiders gave up 2 premium picks for a 29-year-old wide receiver. That's significant. And the salary cap becomes a major burden from years 2 on. My biggest issue is that they use both draft capital and salary cap capital for a non-quarterback. You can do that on a quarterback. Quarterbacks are 10, 15-year career. You can do that. That can make sense. You can overspend for them. There's no such thing as overspending for a quarterback. But for a non-quarterback, there is a lot about value. And to give up both a significant amount of draft capital and salary cap capital is too much. 1 is okay. 2 is too much. Seems to me that the only way that the Raiders can win this trade is if they win it all this year. It has to be this year. Years 2 and beyond, if they win it, it'll be in spite of the trade, not because of it. Because the salary cap is going to be so high and the loss of the draft picks is going to offset what they gain from, probably, if they draft correctly, they would have drafted correctly, better than what Davonte Adams will be in years 2 and beyond. Because you're going to get 2 players for the price of 1. First and second round, very significant. If you draft well, they should be, those 2 players in years 2023 and beyond should be better than Davonte Adams. So, Raiders, good luck winning it this year. So, bad trade. Bad trade. To me, this shows that Josh McDaniels just has no idea how to handle the draft. And he's soon going to be an offensive coordinator. This is your second time trying it as a coach, Josh. This will be your last time. You will never sign another contract as a head coach. Sorry, hardly knew you. Let's talk about the Tyreek Hill trade. Miami gets Tyreek Hill. Kansas City gets 5 picks. 1, 2, and 4 of this year, and 4 and 6 of next year. These are rounds, not picks in the draft. Tyreek Hill is 28 years old, so a year younger, has some good years. He's the best deep threat in football. He's like super fast and can score from anywhere, doing anything. Just literally jack of all trades, can score from anywhere. Fantastic. This is they're giving up 5 picks for 1 player. I'm not a big fan of that. What if that 1 player gets hurt? What if that 1 player gets in trouble? What if? Doesn't matter. 5 players is better than 1 player. I understand 1 player is fantastic, but still 5 to 1. Giving up a first, second, and a 4th round pick really hurts this year's draft. It's really hard to draft when you don't have it. They're only going to have 3rd, 4th, and 5th round pick, and 2 7th round picks. The 2 7th round picks are usually your kind of best college free agents. They have so few picks, they're going to be drafting for need in the 7th round. Good luck trying to fill a need in the 7th round. 3 is the only really good pick they have. 4 and 5 are, let's face it, you can't guarantee nothing. Your cap hit is what's really going to hurt, though. 46.4 in the second year. Wow. Now you have the worry. Character. That's a big worry. In December of 2014, his 8-week pregnant girlfriend had Tyreek Hill arrested for choking her and punching her in the stomach so hard it was still hurting her many hours later. He later pleaded guilty. March 2020, Tyreek Hill and his fiancée, the same woman he had choked 6 years earlier, had their child removed due to child abuse. The child had a broken arm. No charges were filed because the police couldn't figure out who did it. They knew there was abuse. They just couldn't figure out which one of them had done it. So the abuse was confirmed, but the abuser was unknown. Now, we know Tyreek Hill is an abuser. He was pleaded guilty to it earlier. We knew he hit the child because it hit the stomach of the pregnant woman. That is as good as hitting the child. So he's already committed child abuse. Who do I think did it? Well, my guess is he did it. It's my opinion. Am I saying he did it? No. I'm saying seems to be significant evidence leading one to believe that Tyreek Hill broke the arm of his child doing child abuse. Great guy. My verdict is this will likely go down as one of the worst trades in history. Draft picks take a year to get good. I know that. They're not going to be good right away. And the draft cap hit for money-wise is going to be small in the first year compared to his value. But the team is really screwed in year 2 and beyond because of the salary cap. Year 3 and beyond are a major gamble due to his age, legal issues, and quite frankly, he's very likely he's going to be winning a new contract. So you really only count on the first 2 years, and the second year is just totally blown up with the salary cap. Let's look at it from the Kansas City perspective. Again, they get 5 picks. 5 picks for one player, that's good. First, second, fourth round pick from this year, that's fantastic. Saves a lot of money, that's great. Legal issues, now they're a Miami problem. You don't have to worry about off-season distractions, which likely would have happened. The bad. They lose the best deep threat in football. He was so good, Tyreek Hill was so good, it's like having an extra player on the field. I'm not going to downplay how good he is. The offense was likely to be significantly hampered by this move. And the rest of the division is loading up on star players as they're getting rid of a star player. I get that. That's the bad. My verdict, grand slam. Green Bay should be, or Kansas City, I should say, I typed in Green Bay, should be arrested for theft. First of all, you can never underestimate the extra picks. They currently have 12 picks in 2022, and they have 9 picks in 2023. Now, let's stick on with the 12 picks in 2022. Do you think they have that many needs? No. 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 needs, right? Them last 3 picks can be the best college free agents available. So every year you see college free agents, there's a scramble after a draft. Oh, we got to get this player, we got to get this player, we got to get this player. Them having 12 picks, they can get the best players. They won't have to worry about filling a position. They're not going to have any more worries. Tyreek Hill is just one issue away from losing his career. Every day they had to worry about what would come up next. That's no longer on their plate. Money would have prevented them from building a team, a complete team. It just would have been prohibitive. This was a brave and brilliant move. I mean, it takes guts to trade away a player like this. A lot of national media is criticizing them, but they're wrong. Kansas City is doing the right thing. They're going to compete every year. They have a franchise quarterback who's going to be around for a long time, and they want to compete every year. Will they lose a little bit this year? Yes. But you know what? They're not going to have the headache. They're not going to have the worries. They're not going to pay him an extra amount of money. They've gotten a ton of draft capital. They'll be able to build a really good team around him. To that I say, thanks a lot, Miami. I'm saying this sarcastically, being a Steelers fan. They've just guaranteed that Kansas City is going to be one of the best teams for a long time to come. I know the 4th round picks and the 6th round pick isn't that great, but it's the volume of picks. It really makes a difference. It really does. When a team has ran out of needs and they've filled all their needs, every need, every want, they're all taken care of, and you still have draft picks, you get to draft the best player available, and there's nothing sweeter. Now, that's all I got to say. This is Double T. Thank you for listening. Bye.